What's up guys, this is Jeff from Sorta Healthy. Today we're going to be talking all about business plans. More specifically, how to make a business plan which will make your business more successful. Now many of you watching this video know that I'm a personal trainer who owns and runs a personal training studio where, you guessed it, we do personal training. Because I am a personal trainer and I do run a personal training business, the examples that I use in this video will likely apply a little bit more to other personal trainers. That being said, a business plan is very useful to anyone who works on their own or runs a business. So what we go over today would totally work for people who run all kinds of different businesses as well. So why should you have a business plan? Well, the simplest answer to that would be it's going to help you organize your goals, it will give you a systematic plan of attack, and ultimately it's going to help you achieve your desired outcomes in a timely manner. Business plans can also be very useful for holding you accountable to yourself. The biggest problem I personally have always had with business plans is I never really know where to get started. To me, they've always seemed really long and overcomplicated. With our chart that I'm showing you now, we've created a business plan template that really takes all the BS out of the equation. This chart is simple and effective, and very soon I'll be walking you through how to fill it out. This template is free for you to download by going to this link in the video description. All I ask is that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This helps the channel to grow, which helps us to make more free content for you. Thank you for the support, everyone. Now let's get into making that business plan. We recommend that you print this business plan template off and fill it out as we go through the upcoming video. Even if you just watch with your business goals in mind, we are confident that using this template will help to give you a successful game plan. All right, guys, now we're going to check out our simplified business plan template. The nice thing about this business plan template is that you can fill it all out from your couch. So what is your 3-year business vision? Essentially, where do you see yourself and your business in 3 years? I actually filled out a copy of this business plan template personally, and in 3 years, I want to be doing 20 hours or less of in-person personal training. Honestly, I'm just doing way too much in-person personal training right now, so I want to try and reduce that over the next 3 years. I want at least 2 full-time trainers working in my studio. At the time of recording this video, I myself am working as a full-time trainer in my studio, and my wife Alexis is also working as a full-time trainer in my studio too. We have 1 part-time employee that works for us. I want most of my income to come from online sources such as online training, mentorships, YouTube, etc. I think about like 90 to 95% of my income is coming from in-person training and my business in general. So obviously for me, this would be a big change. As far as your 3-year business vision goes, I don't know, maybe you want to fully work for yourself in 3 years' time. Maybe you want to be successful enough as a personal trainer that you can buy your own house. Maybe in 3 years you want to fully be working online. Try and think kind of deeply about this and consider all your different options. Next up, we're going to talk about what your 1-year business vision is. Check out mine real quick. Have 1 trainer, not self or Alexis, working full-time at Commence Fitness Personal Training. Commence Fitness Personal Training being my personal training studio. 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Be nice if I could get that one. And sign on 20 new clients. Even though we have a good number of personal training clients already, I think signing on an additional 20 clients would obviously be really good for my business and good for my trainers who I'm trying to book up even more. Your 1-year business vision might be to finish up your personal training certification. Maybe you want to sign on a certain number of personal training clients yourself. Maybe you want to sign on enough clients that you can get a nicer apartment or buy a house. Obviously, your goals will be specific to you and your vision. So where is your business right now? So essentially within this box right here, we're going to want to check the option that most applies to where we are in our process. So if you have your business idea, that idea is working, and you have 5 or more clients, but you haven't really gone any further than that, you're going to check this first box right here. If you've done that first part, but you've also established a marketing plan that works alongside a sales process, and if you have some good customer retention, then you can check off this second box. To check off this third box, you'll have to have established a team and have an operation and a financial process. Doesn't mean you have to have the perfect team yet, but you have to be at least mostly in that direction to check off that box. And in this 4th step, essentially your business now runs itself. So essentially you have a manager to run your business, and you can basically go off and do your own thing, and your business only requires minimal time and effort on your part. And me personally, I fall into this 3rd category because yes, I do have a team, I have an operation and a financial process, but I still run my business. I'm still in there pretty much all day, every day, running the entire show. And if I'm being honest with myself, I am pretty far away from that 4th option. In fact, it's not even in my 3-year goal at this point. But try and be as real as you can with yourself and check off the box that you think best applies to you. Most of you guys watching this video should choose visions and goals that will help you move from box to box here as well. So now we're going to go a little bit more in depth with our specific goals that are going to help us achieve those business visions that we were just talking about. And your goals should most definitely support your business visions. The whole purpose of this business plan is to make sure that we achieve our business visions. So of course our goals do need to support that. So now we're checking out my filled out chart and we're going to use that as an example. Like I said before, my personal training studio still pays my bills. So signing on 20 new clients is probably my most important goal, because otherwise I'm not going to have enough money for food and, all that good stuff. So yeah, this one matters a lot. The 3 actions that I want to focus on to sign on those 20 clients: I need to market on local Facebook pages. This is actually free and it's a really good way to reach out to potential clients. And I broke down how to do this in more detail in this video right here. Next thing I'll do is focus a little bit on some of my Google ads. Google ads are a mixed bag. I definitely wouldn't recommend them for beginners, but if you have a business that's existed for a few years, it's something worth incorporating here and there. This last one here is probably a little bit more important than Google ads. Reconfigure my site with some new keywords. Your website's keywords are incredibly important and they definitely affect how successful you're going to be. Ultimately though, this video is about your goals. I'm just using my goals as an example. On your personal sheet, make sure that your 3 key action items do support your goal. Now we're taking a look at the second page of this template, and all these parts here are going to look pretty much the same as what we just filled out. Obviously, when you're filling this out on your own, the goals and the key actions to achieve those goals should be different than the one that you filled out on this page right here. And taking a look at the second page that I filled out, I think you guys kind of get what's going on here. I don't think I need to explain all of this in detail. Again, I just want my personal goals in this video to serve as an example. I don't want this video to be about my goals. I want it to be a video that helps to give you a plan for achieving your goals. So if we scroll to the bottom of that second page, you're going to see potential barriers to success. And for me, the first barrier is time, and the second barrier is niche. When filling out this sheet, you can pick potential barriers that apply to multiple goals or that just apply to one goal. And for me, time is really a killer, and it applies to pretty much all of my goals as a barrier. Honestly, there's just not enough time to get everything that I want to get done. Talking about niche, this is a little bit more specific to my 10,000 subscriber on YouTube goal. There are a lot of trainers out there, but it's still a somewhat small niche, so that could definitely slow our growth. So a countermeasure to my time barrier is to simply get better at scheduling. I'm good at scheduling my training sessions, but I'm not that good at scheduling other things. Sometimes those other things that don't get scheduled don't get done. So yeah, me personally, I need to get better at scheduling everything. For my other barrier, niche, I may need to broaden my topics at some point here on YouTube. I want to release weekly videos on training no matter what, but in the future I want to start adding videos on productivity, marketing, running a small business, etc. Of course, this means that my content would appeal to a larger group over time. So the last section for us to focus on here are our action steps. Basically, we're just dividing up our goals into smaller steps and then putting a time frame on those steps. Basically the most important part of your job, if you're a personal trainer, is to hold other people accountable. Well, who holds you accountable? Hopefully this business plan, especially this part. So basically the way this works is we have our week column here, we have our action step column here, and we have our completed task column here. And I basically just want to set 2 to 3 tasks for each week to complete. And then once I've completed those 2 to 3 tasks, I'm going to check mark right here. And I'll use my goals as an example. In the first week, I want to create 5 posts worth of content for local Facebook groups. And I want to block off task times in the schedule for 6 weeks. I purposely put those 2 tasks first because those will affect how productive I am over the course of the next few weeks. Yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail on the rest of these tasks, but all of these tasks do support the goals that we talked about before, and those goals support my overall business vision. And ultimately, guys, this is exactly what a business plan should be. It should be something simple that breaks your vision down into small, actionable steps. So if you're serious about your business vision and goals, stop waiting, make your plan, and take action. I don't think I can overstate how beneficial it is to have a plan. When you have a plan and you write it down, you're telling yourself that this needs to get done. Whatever it takes, I will figure it out. That means even if I have to change my plans along the way, I will make it happen. I am certainly not a guru, but I am adaptable and willing to pivot if I need to achieve my goals. And I think that any level of success that I've had thus far can be directly attributed to that. So my final message to you is to make a plan, work hard on achieving your goals, but be flexible in your approach in this ever-changing world that we all live in. That sounded very philosophical, and usually when I start sounding that way, it's a good time to end the video. Speaking of which, if you found this video useful, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because that does help the channel to grow, which does allow me to make more free content for all of you. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, stay sorta healthy.